Yo, what's good with you guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, guys. So today, I'm bringing you guys another video. You guys know what it is. Today's Friday, so we are doing one of many topics to talk about to help you improve. Hopefully, it's just some insight that you guys can take from this video to once again, hopefully improve yourself. For today's video, we got an important one. Today, we're going to be talking about why you should be making yourself the main priority. That is right. You got to be putting yourself first on the leaderboard of all the people you talk to in your life. If there's even a leaderboard, you put yourself first and you make sure that there's a lock right beside that because you are not going anywhere. You have to make yourself the main priority because, well, you're put first. So this is your life. This is your own eyes that you're viewing everything from. So why put someone before you? That's not, you know what I'm saying? You see how it kind of doesn't make sense, but I'm going to get more in depth with that to help you guys understand more. And hopefully that will encourage you to make the decision to make yourself the main priority if you have not already been making yourself the main priority. All right, so if you guys are new on here, you guys know what to do. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. You guys have been absolutely killing it. Hello, you guys have been killing it. Thank you guys so much for the support recently. We're on the way to 900 subscribers. So if you guys could, if you're watching this and you're seeing me right now, hello, be sure to subscribe to the video or to the channel. Like the video, not subscribe to the video. Like the channel. Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm just kidding. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. And yeah, let's get it started. So basically, the first thing you got to understand with making yourself the main priority is you got to change your way of thinking towards it. All right. A lot of people think making yourself the main priority is very egotistical. You might find yourself. People might claim you as selfish. People might claim you as like you're better than everybody else because you're putting yourself first. And that's not the case. I want you to understand that right away because when you put yourself first, people are just going to say that. And obviously it does make sense, right? Like you don't want to do something, so you say, I'm not doing it because I don't want to do it. You're putting yourself first. People might look at you and be like, what are you doing that for? Like you seem very like self-centered, right? That's a very, very good term for that, self-centered. And that's obviously a big aspect of it, but you don't do it for those people. You don't do it to make yourself look good. You do it for your benefit. And that's why people are, might have a comment on it towards the fact that you're putting yourself first. But I want to say right now off the bat, you're never going to regret putting yourself first because that's the decision that you wanted to go with, meaning that outcome will go in your favor. And that's huge. If you put yourself, below somebody else and they do something and you don't really want to do it, but since their main priority, you put yourself in that spot, you're not going to be happy with the results. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be happy with the results. So how is that fair to you? They get what they wanted and you're relying on them and you're putting them first. You got to put yourself first. Be kind to other people. I'm not saying be a jerk to other people. You got to be kind to other people. You got to treat people with respect. You got to be mindful of what people are going through. You got to have that helping hand. But you got to put yourself first. You really do. You have to put yourself first. The best way I can envision it is if you're relying on someone or if you're prioritizing someone more than you're prioritizing yourself, think of it like they're holding on to you off of you, like you're just dangling off of a building, right? Just like a tall bridge building, whatever. And you're holding on to them, right? You're relying on them to fulfill whatever needs you need to fulfill. Validation, credits, just the talk, anything, whatever might be happening in your life. And you're holding on to them. And whether you like it or not, at any given moment, they could just let go of you and now you fall. And then you have to go through a whole process of healing and being like, why am I not good enough? And all this negative stuff comes in once that action has been taken. But you make yourself the main priority. You say, you know what, get out of my way. I'm going to help myself up. And that is more, in the example, that is more difficult than being pulled up by somebody. And in real life, that's also more difficult by making yourself the main priority and putting yourself first. Because once again, there's all those characteristics of people believing that you're self-centered and you're egotistical and you're, selfish and all that stuff. That's where people come in from that. And that's obviously not good. And to boost yourself up, it's sometimes hard to believe because if your mind is telling you that it ain't true, your body and your soul and everything, it's not going to be saying it's true, right? It's like, it's got to all be one fluent process. And that's why it's so, that's why people believe it's better to get validation or get that credit or feel that love from somebody else because they tell you it, which means in their mind, heart and soul, they mean it, which means it's going to affect you in that way. But for you, if your mind is saying that you're not cool enough or you don't love yourself enough, but you're speaking it, see, it doesn't correlate and it makes it harder for you. So actually putting yourself first and loving yourself and making yourself the main priority is more difficult, and pulling yourself up, without being helped out over a building is also more difficult. So it kind of goes hand in hand. But it is more rewarding. You can fulfill whatever you want to fulfill by putting yourself first and more. And by the way, just to mention, it makes it feel 10 times more rewarding that you're doing it for you. Because if you can do it for you, then anyone can do it for you. But that's not why you do it. You do it for you. You know what I'm saying? You do it for you. That's such a tough aspect to grasp though. But I want you to understand that like that's the truth. It may be more difficult to put yourself first, but once you start, you're gonna be like, why have I not like ever started previously? Like, why hasn't this been something I've always been doing? Once again, when I tell you to prioritize yourself and put yourself first, I don't mean to stop talking to everybody in your life. I don't mean never help anyone. But if it comes down to um, I'm sorry, I just got a Discord call. Just give me a second here. Yeah, just give me a moment. Okay, it stops. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. I don't know why I got a call there, but back to what I was saying. It's just very important. I want you to understand that. Like, I kind of got off topic now, but just practice it, okay? What you can take out of this, if you're saying to yourself, well, that's some good points. Maybe I should put myself first, but I don't know how to start. Well, it's pretty simple, man. I feel like a lot of people oversimplify it. Very simple, all right? What you want to do is you want to, every single situation that occurs in your life, ask yourself, what would I like and what would I want the most? What would happen for me that I would enjoy the most? What outcome would I like the most? I said it like 6 times, but it's so true. Like, what would you want the most? What do you want to do? What would make you the happiest? And you start evaluating it more and more. Sometimes it flies over your head, and by the time it's flown over, you don't even know what you've done until it's over. Like, you put someone else first while it flies over your head, and then now the damage has been done. You're like, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? Don't rely on anyone. Put yourself first. So every single time something happens, ask yourself, do I want to do this? Is this good for me or is it not good for me? More times or less now, you'll notice that you might be doing some stuff that isn't for you. And now you're going to be changing that because you're going to be putting yourself first and you're going to be telling yourself, oh, yeah, no, that I'm not doing that anymore. Let me do something that I like to do and it will follow. You'll put yourself first, and if people don't like that, that's their business. That's their business. They don't, you should probably be teaching them the lesson to prioritize themselves first as well, right? Always make sure, like, people are still being taken care of in your life and you're still taking initiative to do that, but always have your own back because your final breath on this earth, you're not worried about who thought of you or who cared about you. You know what you're worried about? You're worried about you. You're worried about what you're going to be doing. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm right. We know this already. I'm just kidding. But on a real note though, like, you will be only worrying about you. Your final breath, your final days on this earth might seem sad, but it's true. You will only be worrying about what you got to do and what you are in your life and your experience. You might think of someone else a couple of times, but it comes down to you. Always. So always have your own back. Don't rely on anyone and fulfill what you need to fulfill. It might be more difficult, but it's 10 times more rewarding. And once you get started, it's hard to stop. That's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this. This is probably my best video yet, man. Really, really good points. I don't know if I've done something similar. I don't really remember talking about this on my channel, but this was a very good video. I really hope you guys did enjoy. Hopefully, I was able to encourage you guys to put yourself first, but also still make adjustments so you are helping people out and you're still respectful, because I don't want you guys to go off and be disrespectful and be jerks to everyone and put everyone down in your life. Still hype them up, still be helpful, still respect them, but put yourself first. Because let me tell you, man, you can accomplish great things when you're not held back by people who you don't really want to be surrounded with, all right? So that's it for me. Love all you guys. I'm going to be doing a video tomorrow, and then Sunday I'm going to be doing another video, Monday stream. So go check it out. Show some support. It'll be up tomorrow sometime. Love all you guys. See you guys tomorrow for another one. And yeah, peace out.